Okay, so hello and welcome to vlog. Oh wait, which number is it? Okay, welcome to vlog number 107. And yeah, here I am right now at home in my living room. I am at home because actually I wanted to go to Marburg today, but I had a doctor's appointment this morning. And maybe some of you already knew. But for those who didn't, I was at the orthopedic doctor, orthopedist, yeah, whatever, the bone guy. Yeah, and I was there because I had a little problem with my knee. It started on last Friday. I went for a run last Friday, and actually, besides my plans to get in slow, I had a really good feeling on Friday morning. I was like feeling really energized, and so I started walking in my I jumped into my sport shirts, my running shoes, and so on and so on. And I went to my usual running track, and at the first meters I already realized, wow, today I'm really energetic and my legs are feeling good, my knees are feeling good. So why don't just make a run, like not like walking quick and then have some running elements in it, but like a real proper run, maybe like for 5 kilometers or something. And that's what I actually did. I went for a run. I walked a little bit in between, but that was only because I realized at some points that I really was out of air at some points, a little bit too quick maybe. And yeah, it was like 4 kilometers or something like this. Not so much kilometers, but like on a quicker pace than the 2 months before. Yeah, that was maybe not the best idea I had this week or last week. Because it turned out on Friday evening that my knee started to hurt, and at first I couldn't localize it what I had. So at first I thought maybe I have some muscle ache, like usually after running my legs, and sometimes even my upper body hurt a little bit, like from muscle pain. Not in the sense of that I hurt something, but because they are have to regenerate and hurt a little bit or ache a little bit. In German it's called Muskelkater. Is there something like that in English? Probably is. Currently I don't know the word. Or right now I don't know the word. So anyway, and yeah, at first I thought it was like genuine muscle pain or something like this, which is or a little muscle ache, which is not so unusual. Well, the next day, so on Saturday, it started to hurt actually a little bit more. Especially when I sat down for a spell and then stood up and put weight on that leg and especially on that knee, then it started to hurt. That was the same on Sunday. So, and I talked to a friend of mine who actually said, you know what, I had the same problem before. I had like a real injury with my legs, so maybe it's a good idea to see a doctor. And actually he was totally right. It was totally stupid that I was waited until Sunday until it set into me maybe to go for a doctor. So I could have gone to the clinic on Sunday or something like this, which I didn't do, but I waited until Monday and I called for an appointment at orthopedic clinic. Actually, that was a pain in the ass because getting an appointment with the orthopedist in Frankfurt, it took me 14 calls. 14. So I had to call 14 different orthopedists to get an appointment this week instead of end of August or beginning of September. Okay, maybe that's because of right now it's a little bit holiday seasons and even doctors have to go to holidays. Still, that was a real bummer. I really don't fancy that situation at all. In the end, I really found a really nice doctor who offered an appointment like on this Wednesday. They were super friendly. I was there today, and they were super helpful. It turns out that I didn't tore any muscles or this thing what is called meniscus is also pretty, everything is okay. They made some tests and some she like grabbed my legs and twisted and turned it in all imaginable ways, and actually there were no problems. Then they did some other tests. Took me quite a while today to stay there, but they really took time. That's what I really liked. It wasn't like, okay, you have 10 minutes now and then the next patient is coming. It was like they really took proper time to check my knee out. And in the end, what the doctor said, what probably happened is, I'm as you know, I'm not super skinny, which is also nothing I want to be at any future. Also, I want to lose weight. It's anyway, and my idea to set in slowly with the running, so that I start with walking quickly and then sometimes put the pace a little bit, try to get a little bit quicker during the walking, or have little runs into the walking, is a good idea actually for me because my weight. She actually recommended to do a lot of bicycle riding to train the muscles in my legs, so that not the whole weight is going to my knees, but a little bit more on my legs. And yeah, so that's what she recommended, and the rest is probably not the big problem, since I'm doing sports, she said, and since I'm trying to get fitter. And all I need to do is to take it slow and to sometimes test a little bit how my knee is working, but not to over test it. Like it's when you realize, okay, this is probably maybe too heavy, then go slow for another week. And yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm really happy with that. It then turned out well. And then there's other news. As maybe some of you know, I'm really into my vinyls, into my turntable, my old turntable, which my father thankfully rescued for me. And my father sent me this, this vinyl disc. And I'm really happy for that, because this is going to be played today evening with probably a glass of red wine. It's Charles Trenet. It's a French, probably you could say chansonnier. So, and the funny thing is, you can actually look him up on Wikipedia. It's Charles Trenet. And a lot of his songs are actually about the holidays and the time you spend at the ocean, and yeah, the wonderful feelings you have when you're spending that time, your vacation, enjoying yourself. And the music is really positive. I really like it, and it feels like, even though the sound is quite a little bit older, it feels like really, it feels like holiday when you hear it. It's really like a vacation at the Côte d'Azur or the Bretagne or wherever you go. So I'm really looking forward to listen to that vinyl disc. Yeah, well, now I have to work. Took 10 minutes break from my usual schedule. Now I will sit back on my laptop and work a little bit on that. And yeah, well, see you later maybe. I don't know if I don't know. Yeah, I will go shopping later. I won't take you there. Yeah, that's probably it. So maybe I should just end the vlog for today. So no fancy animations. The weather actually sucks. It rains all day. It rains like cats and dogs. Yeah, so bye-bye. Thank you for watching. See you in vlog number 108, which is going to be tomorrow. Recorded tomorrow? Yeah, that's the plan at least. And bye-bye.